Make my phone calls.
Number two, we always had to try harder. Prep there. As was George Blaney and our other presenters, Ed Davin is a legend in his own right. A longtime friend of Sam DiFeo, they could not help be friends, given their shared commitment to many of Jersey City's civic and charitable organizations. Ed's a Jersey City native and a graduate of Seton Hall University. He's been associated with the Trust Company of New Jersey for over 50 years, and at age 24 became the youngest officer in the history of the bank. He presently serves as senior consultant to the chairman of the board. Over the course of his career, Ed has been involved with numerous community organizations, including the PAC Foundation for Cancer Research, the Urban League, the Boys Club of Jersey City, and the Hudson County Mental Health Association. And while in 1998, he was among the inductees in the first Dickinson High School Hall of Fame, I'm sure his cheering at Roosevelt Stadium on Thanksgiving days past was always characterized by good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Edward Davin III.
I knew that would have to come up somewhere along the line. Thank you, Jack. Distinguished honorees, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend special congratulations to those being honored here tonight. I am honored to introduce to you a man who has earned the respect and admiration of many. He is truly a legend of St. Peters'-prep and has a long and outstanding lifetime of achievements. I'm not sure where or when I first met Sam DiFeo, but I do know it was about 40 years ago. And it must have been at one of the many charitable or civic functions that Sam always seemed to be an integral part of. I also know that his genuine desire to help others made a long and lasting impression on a young man just starting to find his way around the business community. I'm not going to try to enumerate all the good deeds that Sam has done throughout his long and distinguished career, but I can tell you that rarely has he agreed to accept recognition for these many compassionate and generous deeds. He would graciously deflect the recognition because he found it somewhat awkward being on the receiving end. He was much more comfortable giving rather than receiving. I am sure that it is Sam's lifelong affection for the prep that he has agreed to accept this recognition tonight. On behalf of all his family and friends, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those responsible for bestowing this honor on him this evening. Sam has been blessed with many fine qualities. He is a gentleman in the truest sense of the word. He is also a gentle man. It's easy to find him with a tear in his eye. So easy that if Prep were to lose a football game, he would have a tear in his eye. But we all know that he hasn't had to shed a tear for that for quite some time. And as much as that's the subject, I mean, that football team's ruined many Thanksgiving dinners for me. My mother was such a good cook, but she couldn't understand why I wasn't eating. The program that you have at your places generally describes Sam's successful business career, starting when he worked all day at his father's pastry shop in downtown Jersey City and started to sell used cars at night. So when he opened his first new car dealership in 1949, a business that flourished and expanded, and at its peak included 41 new car dealerships in 3 states, Connecticut, New Jersey, and Florida. He is recognized and highly respected by all the major automobile companies in the world. A few years ago, some legislators got together and thought it necessary to pass a law that was referred to as the Lemon Law. Now, when I told Sam I was going to talk about this tonight, he got a little nervous. But this was a law to assist people having difficulty getting corrective action to a problem with a new car. But believe me, one did not need this law if you purchased your car from Sam, because he would personally get involved with all customer-related problems. Secondly, Sam didn't sell any lemons. Thirdly, Father Stroud, stay close by. I may have to go to confession. Seriously, Sam was successful because he conducted his business with integrity and sound ethical standards. Happy customers resulted in repeat business. That was Sam's motto. In recognition of years of outstanding contributions as a good corporate citizen, a couple of weeks ago, the mayor and city council in Jersey City designated Communicore Avenue between Mallory and Route 440 as Samuel C. DiFeo Drive. Sam spent a great deal of time on this stretch of Communicore Avenue, and it may be a good thing in a way, because if he spent more time at home, his wonderful wife Jewel probably would have sent him out to pasture years ago. No, I'm only kidding. They are enjoying life, and through the grace of God, spending a lot more time together these days. If you want to bring a twinkle to Sam's eye, all you have to do is mention Jewel's name. You may recall a few years ago, New Jersey had a slogan, New Jersey and you, perfect together. Well, Sam and Jewel DiFeo, you are perfect together. In January, they will celebrate their 62nd wedding anniversary. God bless you both. God blessed them with 4 wonderful children, and Sam is proud that they all chose to go into the automobile business. He told me they chose to do it. He had no reason. Sons Dennis and Sam both attended the prep, while Joseph was offered a free ride at Xavier. Guess where Joseph went? Xavier. Daughter Cecilia wanted to go to the prep. She liked the odds there. But that couldn't be worked out, so she went to St. Aloysius Academy. There's a few people to live in St. Aloysius Academy, too. Sam and Jewel also have 14 wonderful grandchildren, 6 of which also chose to go into the automobile business. It's tough to buy a car today, not going through a DiFeo. Big Sam, as we call him, was the only boy of 8 children. 3 of his sisters are here tonight to celebrate this memorable evening with their brother. In addition to his passionate love of family, Sam has the greatest respect for friendship. What it means to be a friend, and what it means to have a friend. He is very grateful for the many friends he has made in business, but especially those friendships that originated through his many years of affiliation with the prep and its administrators. I believe the following best describes his feelings about friendship. There's a miracle called friendship that dwells within the heart. We don't know when it happens or how it got its start, but the happiness it brings to us always gives a special lift, and we realize that friendship is a most precious gift. Ladies and gentlemen, a precious gift of friendship that Sam DiFeo has shared with so many throughout his lifetime. I am really honored when Sam refers to me as his friend Eddie Davin, and I am so proud to introduce to you a friend of St. Peter's Prep for over 70 years. Over 70 years. Ladies and gentlemen, your distinguished honoree, my friend Sam DiFeo.
Citation reads, Sam C. DiFeo, class of '32, a prep legend. Throughout a most distinguished entrepreneurial career, you have proven that ethics and community involvement can rival marketing and bottom lines as the cornerstones of a successful business. Your name has become synonymous with professional integrity and character, and whether sponsoring our golf tournament or endowing a scholarship, you embody all of the Jesuit ideals we hold most dear. And as with every other aspect of your life, you do this with endless grace and class. You are indeed our pride and glory.
I'm a little bit nervous up here, but I'll do the best I can. I got a lot of free publicity here tonight. You usually have to pay for it. I would like to thank Ed Davin for his kind introduction. I would like to thank Paula Keenan and the alumni for selecting me for this great honor. It's really a great night for me. I entered St. Peter's in 1928, and I appreciate my mother and father sending me there. They were tough years. But we made it, we struggled, and we got through it. I enjoyed every day at the prep. I made many a friend whom I still have today as friends. Kept contact with quite a few of the Jesuits over the years, and I kept friendship with them up to now. Really, it's a great feeling for me to be here tonight. I'm very proud to tell you the same thing Ed said. I have pretty much all of the family involved with me, and it makes me very proud to see them all follow. I get a little nervous and I forget what I'm supposed to do. I entered the prep in 1928, and I can't believe it's going to be almost 75 years pretty soon. That's a long time. I looked at the graduating dates from some of my other legends, and I don't see anybody around at 32 or 33 yet. So really, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm doing something right and I don't know it. When I graduated from prep, there were pretty tough years. It was 1932, and we just come off the Depression, 29, and things hadn't settled down yet. So I really didn't know what to do. Go to work, go to school, or continue. So it was a kind of a hard decision, so the best thing I do is say, well, I'll try to do both. My parents needed help in the bakery, and I wanted to go to school, so I decided to work during the day and go to school in the evening. I went to NYU for 2 years, and it was okay, but it got a little bit too tough. So I decided after 2 years that maybe I should be a businessman. So I left school and decided, let me make the best of the business, and that's what I tried to do. I worked with my parents until 1945, working pretty hard, successful, but I always had a fancy for automobiles. I had a friend of mine who had a little used car lot in Jersey City that I used to hang out with. I said, looked quite interesting, and maybe someday I'd like to try it. So I spoke to my dad. He's a pretty easygoing guy, and he said, if that's what you like to do, Sam, it's okay, don't worry, we can manage the store here. So I started in 1945, and I got to tell you, since then, I've just been on the move. I just don't know why, and maybe just like to work, I don't know. One of those things I like to do, and I get a lot of pleasure out of it. One of the things I'm really proudest of most is that he said my 4 children are involved with the business. Half of the grandchildren already involved in it. It makes me feel proud of that. I have 2 friends here tonight that have been with me for at least 40 years and still involved with us in the company. I'm very thankful for those boys staying with us so long. We You all know there is something very special about the Jesuit education we received at the prep. We learned the subjects and skills we need to succeed in the business world. But more importantly, we were also taught values to live our lives. I've tried hard to live by the values I learned at the prep throughout my whole life. I would like to take a minute to thank Mrs. DiFeo, my wife Jewel, for being so patient with me over the years, my sisters, my children and grandchildren, for all the love and support they have given me throughout my entire life. I want to thank everyone for coming here tonight. This night I will never forget. Good night, and God bless you all.
Thank you.